Boom, what's going on? We live in effect. Let me know if we live. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? It's your boy All Star Izzy. We in the building, baby. You know what I'm saying? Nice, we in a different little setup right now. We vibing this shit. Please excuse my tardiness. My apologies, yo. I had to take care of a couple of things. Also, I want to say my apologies for um yesterday I was meant to go live, correct? However, I was not able to. Uh Actually earlier today. I was not able to go live due to certain complications that I had to attend to. So my apologies, but we will be doing it tomorrow. So we doing this shit on StreamYard, right? What's good with everybody? Type it, hey, somebody type in the chat. It's your boy All Star Izzy. Listen, man. Can y'all hear me well? Let me know if y'all can hear me well. Talk to me. Young, rich, and handsome, bad bitches on me. What's good? It's your boy All Star Izzy in the building. Hit that like button and subscribe to your boy if you have not. We fresh out the press. Jazzy, what's up with it? Can you pin the StreamYard thing real quick or try to copy and paste it? We're gonna be doing something completely different today. Say less here. It's a bit different because I'm using my website for this shit. So it looks so different versus using it on a laptop. But soon come, we gonna do that shit, you feel me? Shout out to everybody though. It's your boy All Star Izzy. As soon as this song ends, we're gonna have it. We're gonna get into a conversation real quick. I wanna talk amongst this topic. And what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to allow people to have a chance to speak with an all-star. Speak with the all-star and see what things that they want to talk about. Who wants to come up here and have a conversation with me about what I say? Because I'm gonna make the statement again is that I believe that you're an insecure man if you don't want women to dress sexy, or if you don't like when women dress sexy. Now, there's the religions and there's things that's centered around that, but I do have a personal belief that I like to debate about it because a lot of things you cannot pin it. Oh, that's correct because it's my thing. How do I do this? Hold on, give me 1 second, real quick. But that is my statement. I don't know how long I'm gonna go live tonight, but I'm gonna let myself be open with the conversation and see what's going on because I definitely want people to join in. I probably should just put it in my community for that for sure. Yeah. Fuck. It is what it is. We're here now. So anyways, please excuse me. I'm just trying to make sure that I look at this. Okay. Only I can pin it. All right, hold on. Let me see. This comes in handy when you have different ones. Need managing mind. I think can I make you a manage mind? Um, Hold on. I don't know if I can do it from here. Give me a second. Let me use my other phone really quickly. What is everybody thinking? Everybody, what does everybody agree with? Because for me, I think you're insecure if you don't like your women. You know what I mean? If you don't like your women dressing sexy, I think you're an insecure man for that. Or if you don't want women to dress sexy. And this conversation or this topic specifically was inspired by a video that I did about, excuse me, let me look at the title actually while I have my phone. Yes, I think I have it right here. Yes. If it was about, this is a great example of how women should be with, how men should be with women who dress sexy. There's been a abundant amount of men in those comments I'm going back and forth with every single time, right? And the reason is because they believe in, they were talking about either cherishing her too much or she looks like a 304, or they're saying like men are gonna have lustful eyes. I'm gonna be reading these comments too because I'm giving an opportunity for those who disagree, or if you agree, you're more than welcome to come and take your spiel on why you agree. I will be doing only a select few of those, but if you disagree, is one of the ones I'm mainly aiming at today because I will be reading those comments out loud. I don't agree with a lot of these men. A lot of these guys keep talking about how men have lustful eyes or they crave attention. Well, women do crave attention, and there's a lot of guys with lustful eyes. But who gives a fuck? The thing is that when men are gonna, even if she doesn't dress that way, or she has an open dress, or she doesn't show, if she shows a little cleavage, or even just not even showing cleavage, but tight pants or tight sweatpants, People get men get insecure about that, and men get insecure because they're afraid and they're scared that their bitch is gonna get took by a star like myself. And things like this happen all the time. They're afraid of showing that thing. I mean, the lustful eyes, it's gonna happen regardless. Women get hollered at. They can wear bust down sweatpants. Women will get hollered at. That's just the real shit. That's just honesty. If people want to genuinely talk about it, it don't matter. Ask any woman. She can dress in a certain way, correct? It can be coy, it could be business casual, it could be just some chill shit. She could be hungover, just doing some shit. I posted it in your post just now. Thank you. Perfect. I appreciate that. Here, let me see real quick. People can, it doesn't matter what how a woman dresses. Men will still have those eyes for women. It does not matter. And we'll be going over the comments, so we'll see who's brave enough to come up here. Because I myself will be taking my presence into different panels as well. I'm also creating a lot of panels going forward. So this is definitely new. As you see, I obviously got to upgrade the StreamYard. I got to get a new laptop. But for this now, I mean, excuse me, hell, this is what we're here to talk about. This is what we're doing. Excuse me. Give me one moment. Um, Here, let me join my own live real quick. Yeah, let me post. Replace pin. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. Post it in. Press for sure, for sure, for sure. Uh Managing mod. Nah, you are a managing mod. So maybe you're just not able to do it. But I'm gonna keep this open just a little bit. I'm gonna play some music in the background. I doubt people will come up to, have an open conversation about this. And if you agree or you disagree, please comment in the comment section below, whatever you think. But this is my firm belief, and I genuinely believe you're insecure if you do not want women dressing sexy. You see, even these gonna be the women that end up like sneaking away, like sneaking out behind your back and trying to dress all sexy. Like, and you know what's funny? You know what's great about this too is that years ago, I used to be somebody who was insecure about shit like that. I posted it into your Discord. Oh, bet say less. I appreciate that. I used to be. It was like 2000, like 20, 2000, like even before that too. But like I was still learning shit, but I used to see my woman dress into some like tight ass shit. I used to be like, what the fuck is this woman wearing? Why are you wearing this? Who you trying, all them same shit. Who you trying to press? What you trying to do and shit like that. And then understanding what it really came from or how I even see it. I remember I had this woman one time. She was like, what she said to me? Shorty said, um, all the men that I used to date love when I wear shit like this and express myself. And I was like, bitch, you with me. But of course, I progressed in my perspective on it. And at the time when I didn't like when women dress sexy or they dress to for appeal and show some cleavage or some skin, it's because I at the time had low self-esteem. I was afraid of certain outcomes to come out and shit happen, bro. But when I started to understand and love myself more and become a lot more confident, I became a lot better. Understood that this shit just happens. It doesn't matter how she dresses. I don't give a fuck. If anything, I'm inclined more to enjoy that and to see that. It just is what it is. If you come from a certain religion, that's one thing. But at the same time, bro, this is what it is. I appreciate you putting that in the Discord. Real time, yes, chatting in real time. But I'm gonna stay the course with this. I like what we doing with this and everything. I'm gonna be making open discussions and everything going forward. I like shit like this. I'll be on TikTok talking to hella people. I'm able to host over there too, so I'm finna do that too. Just bring people into bridge the gaps and everything. But I love conversation like this. There's a lot of people in sales or what is that in sales called? Is like the people who what's it called when they voluntarily can't have sex, something like that, something like that. But regardless, though, yeah, bro, things like this is different. When you when you begin to have a love for yourself, you begin to have a confidence. No matter cuckolds, that as well, yeah. It no matter how a woman dresses or how she presents herself, that would never matter to you. And the reason is because even she gets like that with you, but you do like a certain dressing style of a lady to wear, she will ask you willingly, how would you like for me to dress? I want to wear what you want me to wear. I've had women show me dresses, lingerie, even sweaters, what I think is the best color for them, the best hairstyle, and they will do exactly what I tell them. And the reason is because they enjoyed my opinion and they wanted to please me when it came to their aesthetic. But that's because she knows that I'm not afraid of who she is and what she is. This is, and there was a comment that we're going to be reading a little bit later, but there was a comment that was saying something as far as how there should be boundaries when you guys meet or something like that. A lot of people in dating or just life period, but let's keep it on dating. A lot of people in dating, they try to restrict a woman already. You see, the thing is that I don't want to restrict nobody. The only person that is restricted is me from doing certain things because I'm on the course and I'm on a pursuit of greatness for a lot of things. So it comes with sacrifice. But as that happens, I'm not here to restrict you. You live your own reality. You came with the whole like y'all, let's really break this shit down. Cause think about this. You really came in my vicinity, in reality, with your own understanding of how life is and moves. Do you understand how different that is? Because people are so stuck in their own way and mind that they don't realize other people live in the same earth. So you see that somebody has a whole completely way of living. So who am I to tell them you need to dress differently? You need to talk this. I'm not trying to restrict you. You're gonna want to put yourself in my restrictions because you like me and you want me out of free will though. This is all genuine. Darius, great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Jazzy also says, see, you let him pick and it creates a better understanding because she is willing to follow your directions. Exactly. That's the thing. The, and there was a guy that was trying to debate with me about freedom. Bro, freedom is definitely I'm still exploring all the keys myself, but I know for sure freedom is in the top of the top keys to genuine and long lasting relationships, flirting, anything. A woman willingly, genuinely that wants to submit to you, that's one of the highest forms of gratitude. Not many people can see it that way because people want to restrict before they allow her to want it. And you see, that's how people get out of the way. That's why a lot of men can't have sex as fast as they wanted to, or as fast as I could, because I don't I don't restrict, bro. You may see that you may actually thought of her as a girlfriend or wife, but then you're like, damn, she kind of fucked too fast. I wonder how many guys she did that with. Oh my god, here y'all go. Y'all getting your own way. Y'all say y'all want this, but then once it happens, you start to think the other way. You guys are backwards as fuck. Backwards as fuck. And I'm gonna keep myself here. I'll probably be here for an hour. I think for an hour. You know, the first 30 minutes, maybe somebody may come through a little bit later, but I'm giving this golden opportunity. And I'll be making golden opportunities like this. There will be Q&As, there will be call-ins, panels, open panels, there will be debates because this all-star perspective needs to not just be where we at. We're building our city, we're building our empire. I'm building it. But at the same time, this also needs to be reached out in different locations. And I'm going to take myself. I put watch this. Last year I remember I told there was this guy who was interviewing me. And I told him I was just letting him know that you're gonna see me everywhere basically. I ended up on many panels. I'm gonna still do the same, but now it's like curating my own, but also things just develop. But I definitely believe in the title of what I said, and I'm gonna make the statement again. For those that are gonna come in, those who are here, those who will. You're an insecure man if you don't want women to dress sexy. I believe that. And I'm not here's the thing too with it. I'm not even saying that your woman gotta look like the sluttiest woman in the world. You see, that's what I think a lot of guys think what that dressing sexy is. You know, a woman can dress sexy in the sense of like maybe just a nice top and some nice jeans. That could be sexy to her. Sexy is different in a lot of women's perspectives, but in regards to the see now we gotta peel you gotta peel back the understanding of what you think sexy even is to you. Promiscuous. She's trying to look slutty. She's she's see what guys think that when women dress sexy and nice for themselves, which is really what they want, they think that they're doing it to get attention or for men to lust after them. Even if it's true, who gives a fuck? Let's be honest. What does everybody think? Let me know what y'all think. Do you guys, for men, if you're in here, do you like when women dress sexy or don't dress sexy? And for the ladies, what is your perspective on it? Yeah, just like in the song. I'm not like these other guys because I don't have whole problems. Just is what it is, man. Shout out to the oh snap. I didn't even know I had that message. Hit that like button and subscribe to your boy if you're new. It's your boy All Star Izzy. We here in this motherfucking thing. We're here late night tonight. I definitely will be doing more of these though, like in the afternoon or something. Not necessarily just at night. Only reason it had to be tonight, I had other things to prioritize at the time, but I still wanted to follow through with what I said. You know, I'm giving this opportunity to see what's up, to see what's going on, see who's gonna pass by any of the people that was hating, talking shit on what I was saying. This person called me we're just gonna read excuse me, the comments in a few. It's 17 minutes in. All right, say less. The 30-minute mark, we're probably gonna hit it around there and go over the comments and everything. We'll talk about it. But we in the building. I want to say shout out to everybody again. I appreciate everybody taking this Thursday night, midnight type of vibe and getting to tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be going live though. We will be going live at in the afternoon, 12 in the afternoon. We're going to be talking about how to become the most confident man in the universe, not the world, not in your area community. I'm talking about the in the universe. Like you got to travel to different universes to go to be the next best confident guy. You know, we're gonna set everybody correctly in this thing. Excuse me. Salute, salute. Oh my gosh, this wasn't even moving. My apologies. I didn't even know y'all was in there. A friend says insecurity is a form of arrogance. Yeah, bro. My fault, y'all. I did not see your comments until now. That's funny. That shit was not moving. I was like, okay, people just coming in and out. Jazzy says, even when they start to talk about body counts, like Steve say, be scared of finger and dildo. Yep. But see, yep. Um, Jazzy also says, I love my fair share of ladies. I want her to dress how she wants. Just if we go out, don't look like a bum is all. For sure. For sure. That's one thing. And ladies too, for all the because I got ladies that love to watch me and that ask for my advice. Cause this ladies, listen, when you come out with me and you get a chance to be with an all-star, just understand I do not want you to wear a dress with Jordans or just sneakers, period. Don't wear sneakers with the dresses. I want you to look sexy and be sexy, but no dress and sneakers, okay? All right. I don't care. Go to Ross, go to Marshalls, go to Walmart, go to Target, go to Goodwill, go to Value Village. If you don't have any sandals or something, do not do that. Yo, Buckley, was great to see you, man. What's happening? How you feeling? What's happening? Darius also says if you find her sexy and she got big titties and she wears something revealing as a tie, why would I be mad if she with me wearing it and other motherfuckers look? See, that's what I'm saying. I like the attention. That's the thing. I like that. That's sexy as fuck. Cause the thing too is not only is she getting attention, I get attention for myself as well. She gets her attention. I like when others are like, damn, she look good. I ain't, but I'm with her. Don't you want a woman that look good with you on your arm? You see, guys ask for the best looking women, but when they get the best looking women and they get attention, bro, you need some experience in your life, or even not. Well, yeah, really it can be experience, but confidence and understanding yourself can really help as well. Okay, cool. We all good. Yo, Buckley, what do you think? Do you think men are insecure if they want women to dress sexy? Bad bitches on me. Yeah, that's not even crazy. But yeah, man, people like ask for it, but then they go against themselves internally or mentally, bro. You know what's so cool? It's like women who dress sexy and everything. Andre, great to see you. But women who dress sexy are like they show themselves. I like that a lot because I feel like that's breaking the algorithm. And the reason I say that is because they're just breaking the mold, breaking the rules, even though the rule, like most women really do that all the time. But it's like, it's crazy because it brings people into reality. It's, if you ever really think about it, like a sexy woman in a sexy dress or sexy clothes, and she just, shows herself, she's bringing you into reality. You don't even know that. You too stuck in your own head. That's why a lot of guys, their motive will be their body because that's what brings them into reality. Whoa, I just blew my own mind. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? They're so stuck in their mind. They see a beautiful woman. They're pedestalizing how she looks, but it's not the actual woman or who she is. It's actually because of how she looks is what brought him into the moment because he feels something from that. Damn, I just broke a code, bro. That's crazy. You see, this is why, and I make this important. And I'm also, I believe I created one. I record a lot of videos, y'all. So please excuse my brain fog with that when it comes to that. But this is why people, women who are alive, who want to be alive, and slash crave it, they are they can only truly be with men who are alive. Dead us. Jazzy says, as my foster parents used to say, you cannot help what God gave you. And if no one looks at your girl, then she gonna wonder why no one wants to look at her and God's gonna dump her cause no cute. Yeah, bitches they can get hella insecure about that shit. You know what I mean? Like hella insecure. They're like, damn, why does no one want me? And I mean, that's up to you and God, but it's just, it's different. Yeah. Jazzy also says, Izzy, why is someone wants someone that is taken? I know an answer, just want your view. Janubi, great to see you. Appreciate you. Let me know what you think about the title, Janubi. You agree or you disagree? Izzy, why is someone wants someone that is taken? Okay. So my mind travels in many ways. But in this aspect, I like to think that I think it's enticing for people. I think it's enticing for people to be like, I want that person that wants somebody. Most people see it as a challenge. I want to take them from that person. So actually, I'm gonna break it down into three things. Great question, by the way, Jazzy. First one, I'm gonna start with a little bit more surface level. Surface level answer, I believe, is that people probably want to. Most people just want to feed their ego, and they want to be like, I'm able to take them from there. Um, they probably don't seem like they're in the best headspace, or they don't really like where they're at, type shit like that. I think most people just want the challenge or the enticing feeling of it because it's a thrill. Most people, Dark Willow, great to see you, my boy. What's happening, man? It was good. Great to see you. But like I was saying, because soon as someone in a relationship, here comes the dwellers. Yeah, for sure. You did. Shout out to you. Yes, yes, sir. Great to see you. Great to see you. Yes, sir. Great to see you, man. I'm glad that you made it. Listen, I've been going on TikTok live too. But hold on, Dart Willer, let me get to you in a second. I'm gonna continue my conversation real quick and then we'll converse. But a little bit about it too is that yeah, I definitely think that's what that is. And a lot of people can be like, God damn, like, oh, they got into a relationship. It's like, oh man, I smell that on you. It could also another part to the surface level question, what answer, excuse me, is I think it's like they want what they can't have, and it kind of hurts them inside a little bit. You know, they're like, "Fuck, that shit kind of hurts me." I'm like, "Damn, like I want something like that." Or when they get into a relationship, they're more restrictive to do certain things, and people can tell that, so they're like, "Why are they like that?" And becomes a challenge mentally. That's what I believe in. Cause I used to well, me, I was a taker. I used to take women away from their boyfriend. You know, I used to be their sweet escape. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those ladies. Yep, the one that I was thinking. Yep. Now here's the deeper meaning to the question. Because this is what see, this is where I come in because I you know what I'm saying, I snatch. But I don't do it no more. I don't do it no more, you know. But what my understanding, the next part to get even deeper into for the question is I think a lot of experienced men who understand, you know, women's sexual desires, women who know how to experience women, who know how to take women up through there. I think they have. There's this sixth sense, like they got this eighth sense, this all star sense of sensing you're not happy where you are, and I think that you're not in a happy place. You seem restricted, and I'm full of freedom, and I think you want to be free by talking to you and even looking at you and how we're conversing right now. So let me know when you're ready. You can take my number down, something like that. But there's this sense of like understanding, like, see what when it came to me and understanding it, and other people that I've talked to who have game or who understand like who have true experience to understand like it's like a I don't even it's like a sense you can tell this woman is unhappy. Again, I'm not promoting nobody to take a woman, by the way. I'm not promoting. I'm speaking on experience. Thank you. Um, but it's like this deep sense of sadness though. Like you can tell like there's it's like this she's become she just hasn't become herself. You know, I think a lot of women and men in relationships don't become who they are. Like they become either what the other person wants or who the other person is or expectations. They don't feel as raw and authentic as much. Um, little bro, little bro is crazy, but yeah, experience and everything. Rue locked in. Great to see you. I appreciate you being here. Rue, I know we you know we network, we have great conversations on this side. Welcome. This is a all-star lifestyle. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. This is a definitely we're a little bit more cutthroat on this end. We're kind of a bit I don't know what's the correct word. I'm trying to sound out proper and shit. It's a bit devious on the side, man. I'm gonna be honest. We're having a really cut conversations on this, you know. But anyways, talking a little bit about it, I believe there's a sense of sadness. Appreciate you. Of when men can sense how women are when they're taken. Because I know a lot of men and women that have been or feel that they're restricted. They don't feel like they're like that, you know. We are, yeah, on the side, yeah, for sure. But the thing is that I mean, that's just truth. And that's why I believe in freedom so much in relationships. And freedom doesn't mean you have to go around doing, you know, smashing all these women or she's talking to many people. The thing is, what it comes to about that is that the thing that's about it is like when people have freedom and they choose, that is a lot better to them because they make a genuine decision. And that's what I really fuck with heavy. Is when people willingly when a woman willingly submits, not out of having to restrict or manipulate. See, that's what creates everything. See, most people think freedom is like repelling and going away but coming back together. The thing is different. Restriction causes the repel. freedom causes the magnetic attraction most people want, and that's what creates everything to happen genuinely, willingly, beautifully, even with that in the experience. So that's why, like, I understand women who don't feel like themselves when they're in men, because I coach men as well. That's in that aspect of it, but they don't feel like themselves in that because they don't. They most people have such a lack of an understanding of themselves. So when they get into a relationship, they embody the other person or they attach their identity to the relationship. And I am this relationship basically, rather than being an individual or two individuals coming together, committing to each other, devoting their time together. And that's a sacred union. Let me look at these comments really quickly. Because I seen your comment, Buckley. You say, excuse me, a man can ask for the woman to dress sexy, but can he handle other guys looking and approaching too? Great question. Exactly. See, you see, cause dude, and I had this lady one time tell me like, this is a couple of weeks ago. We were on the phone, and she was like, "I just gotta talk to you." I was like, "Okay, let's go, let's talk." You know, we talking, we flirting, whatever. But then she was telling me, I really don't like, I really don't like you. And I said, why? And she told me, I just really, and I'm trying to use my words carefully here. Okay. That's why I'm taking my time with it. But no, she was like, I really don't like you because I don't like how you don't care about if they approach or when you tell me, I hope, I get snatched up or shit like that. And I don't say I hope you get snatched up out of like just saying it. I just be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do your thing, go date, go stuff like that. Like, yeah, good. I'm glad that you're actively looking, that's good. And her and I, we flirted and everything before. Like there could have been some things, but I'm chilling. Um, but she doesn't like that. I'll be like, that's cool that you got approached, Keeping that demeanor of just cool and calmness and understanding this shit. Like, she's going to get approached. Don't matter how sexy she dresses. Cause guys want women to dress sexy. I want you to look good for me. Okay, she looking good for you, but also somebody else thinks she look good too. And when she gets approached, are you gonna feel upset? And I think a lot of my understanding and experience comes from learning that self-love, confidence, and also being on the other side of the fence where I'm getting approached or hit on and flirted with many women around women that I was fucking with all at the same time. So I know like what it's like when women hit on me in front of women that I'm with and how they handle it. A lot of I had this one woman, she was like there was like these girls trying to like they were like staring me down and shit like that, and they were like waving at me and stuff. And she bucked at them. I was like, yo, you my little attack dog, ain't you? It's cute. Reluctant. Appreciate you. I definitely will. You as well. Thank you, Rue, for joining us. I appreciate you. I'm from the sector, just changed my life, but natural troll. Yes, sir. Excuse me. Scrolling up a little bit. Darius also says, on God, nothing for us at all, either will or not. I gotta go, man. Sorry. You good. Take your time. And if you're still in here, um, please don't use the usage of little bro. But I'm grateful for your attendance. Thank you for being here. Cause I do appreciate you. You were holding it down and TikTok. Thank you for that. Buckley says they tell me that too. Woo, bro, I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Wait, tell you which part, because I did just yap for a minute. But yeah, I love it though. I genuinely do love that shit, bro. Like when they don't. It might have been the hate part. Women, bro. You see, this is the thing. Like you become a genuinely complex man in women's eyes, but you're actually simplistic as fuck. But you become complex because you're loved and you're hated. And you're loved because of how you are, how you make her feel, what comes with it, the experiences that happen, the imagination, the conversation, the feelings, the touch, the kissing. But she also hates that every single part of that, and that you don't care about what she got going on. You don't care that she's dealing with other people. She dresses sexy. Oh, you think somebody gonna come by and hit on me today? I would. You know? Oh, it's so beautiful. Jazzy also says, because my motto is if someone can take you, then you're not mine. Nor did you want to provide me leadership or guidance or hell. Did not want to ride or die ass chick. Yeah. Shout out to all the ride or dies, by the way. I love those. I love my type is a woman who is alive and devoted. I love devotion from women. Devote it's just a high form of gratitude, bro. And to get a woman that's devoted, because guys want women that get obsessed with them and want to hit their phone up. I'll give you a key in a simplistic way. If you want a woman to get obsessed with you, let her do what she wants. Come back when you're ready. Janubi also says facts, Izzy. I was talking to this one chick and told her that has the freedom to do whatever the fuck. Yeah, whatever, and she didn't fuck with me just because of that. Bear in mind, she was previously a sugar baby. Boy, come on, exactly, bro. Hey, look, that's the new wave. It's been the wave, but like that's the new wave. You do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck what you do. When you're with me, you're with me. That's the wave, bro. That's the wave. I love reactions. Like women would try to do it, especially to like it's like shit testing you, trying to try you and shit. I've had women try to try me. Just kind of like say something slick, say something like they were doing something, but the whole time they were bluffing. It is what it is though. I love it. Cause most women are not dealing with motherfuckers who don't care. Who don't care. I will only care when there's real time to care. Other than that, then I genuinely don't. Jazzy says I would support my man. I would support my man on anything he is doing to be a biggest cheerleader and fan. See, that shit is amazing. You gotta love that, and you gotta enjoy the cheerleaders that compete with each other. They cheer even louder. Woo! They look at each other. Woo, woo. They go. It makes the squad bigger and better. But that's my take on the thing. The sixth sense. There's a sixth sense to this shit. When it comes to people being taken, I think a lot of people definitely just have big egos as well. You know. Excuse me. I am drinking a gallon of water. Um, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna start reading the comments because I don't see nobody that wants to come in here and have an open debate, which I'm okay with. It's all about doing it. See, that's what I liked about this. The thing that I like most about this is that we're doing something completely different, and I'm grateful for you guys' attention and support throughout this time because I have a strong feeling this shit. It's gonna be a thing. I know it. I genuinely know it. I genuinely know it, and I know somebody who's gonna be assisting me with this. So we're gonna get things forward. But I think I'm gonna start. Let me go ahead and look at these comments real quick because again, now let's circle back to the topic at hand. You're an insecure man if you don't want women to dress sexy. Plain and simple. And why I say that is plain and simple. And why do I say you're insecure because of that? Is because you know damn well it's not about her looking sexy. It's not about her dressing sexy. It's all about you. That's why you don't want it to happen. And when it's about you, there comes insecurity, low self esteem, lack of value, and you're scared. And if you are, then that's fine. There's things to evolve from being scared, and you can definitely, evolve as time goes on. But if you don't, then you would just be another scared puppy in the world. But it's a lot to explore in mindsets of men like that. Jazzy also says, "What are your thoughts about Neo? Thoughts about Neo multiple girlfriend related? Wait, what? You saying like his girlfriends are related, as in they're like dead ass sisters or something, or cousins? Yo, that just blew my algorithm. That just blew my mind. Shit, because if I mean, I fuck with multiple girlfriends. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. That's dope. I enjoy that. It's a lot of management. I mean, it comes with a lot of management, leadership. No dating. I think that's cool. As in, okay, one last question. Are they dating each other? Well, of course they're gonna date each other, but are they only dating him or they're also dating other people outside of him? Because my thoughts on having multiple girlfriends, I enjoy that. Leadership, and it comes with a lot of communication. And you gotta have an empire for yourself, a solid foundation. Not everybody can just do that. I believe they only date him. I think that's fine then. I mean, I think that's fine. I actually seen something about that a while back. I didn't want to cover it because it didn't pique my interest, but no, I like those things. I think that it's definitely rare. I haven't heard too much of his conversation or speeches, so I'm not sure how he goes about it, what he talks about, and everything like that. But if he's able to maintain it, then I say go ahead and do it for anybody who is. But a lot of people aren't. At least 1% of people is. That's my thoughts on it though, because there's a lot that comes with it. But it also becomes so effortless when you know how to lead and you know how to speak, you know how to talk, you know how to manage. It comes very effortless. So that would be my thoughts on that. Until I know more, then I can give my real spill on it. But yeah. And I definitely do not advise any man who is scared of women to dress sexy um to not get multiple girlfriends. You're not ready for that. I guarantee you, you're not ready for that. You may be thinking you are, but you're not, bro. Trust me. Jazzy says he gives him free will too. Oh, well then then that's a plus. If he gives them free will to do whatever and they willingly choose it, then he has some great leadership then. You know, based off of what you're saying, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what's happening. And if they enjoy that and they're willingly to be in a multiple girlfriend relationship and they know about each other, then that's perfect harmony to me. I love harmony. Men and women can only exist in harmony. So I like that. Now, let's go ahead and read these comments really quickly because like I said, um, I guess we'll still keep the link up. But if no one is gonna join, I do just want to take quick note and a quick moment to say thank you everybody who took the time out here. Soon enough, we will be getting into some debates. I'm excited. We got to bring this all-star golden perspective somewhere, huh? Okay, now let's look at this motherfucking video real quick, y'all. Hold up. It has currently two point no, it has 2,154 views. Okay, so it's still going. I'm still tripping on this DDG and Hollis shit. Yeah, we can talk about a little bit about these conversations in a few. Give me one moment. Yeah, but that's conversations insane. Yeah, we'll be talking about that shit a lot. But anyways, going into this, um, in my video, for those who haven't seen it, definitely check it out. And by the way, if you're new, hit that like button and subscribe to your boy. We on the road to the top, baby. Anyways, my title for the video is "This is a great example of how men should be with women who dress sexy." And in the video, because I'm not gonna play it, it's right here. I'm not gonna do all that. But next time when I learn how to really do this, trust me, we going to the motherfucking galaxy with this motherfucking shit. Anyways, in this video, I was basically explaining on how men should be cool and secure when a woman wants to dress sexy. She also said in the video that she wants to dress sexy for him. She wants to look good for the guy. She wants to feel good for him. She asked for his opinion before. She asked everything. She sent the videos and she sent the pictures, everything or whatever the case is. So for this right here, for the looking and dressing sexy, this has sparked up 35 comments on my video. 35 comments on my video. Me going back and forth with a lot of people. Excuse me, Buckyall says, Izzy, how do we throw you a few dollars? Oh man, that's grateful. I'm very grateful for that. Um, Answer the question. Do you have Cash App by chance? You know what? Damn, why didn't I throw up my hold on. Let me try to throw up my thing. Yo, dude, are you live on TikTok? No. Wait, I did listen. Hold on, y'all. I did not mean to put up that new to streaming shit. The fuck? I do have Cash App. I should have also linked that up here. My apologies. I'm a bit new, but if you do, let me know because I can provide the name for the Cash App. And thank you for your generosity in making this comment. Dark Willow, no sir. I'm only live on YouTube, but soon enough we'll be going live on multiple platforms. Can you be live on TikTok so I can give you some coins? Possibly may go on live later. Not too sure though. Not too sure. We'll see. We'll see how we'll see. Um, but to just go a little bit further about this, this is what sparked the whole conversation and debate with what I wanted. Because autumn, I mean, it is granted, it is like what 1 in the morning, but before it was like 12:30 in the morning. Regardless, it's still late, but still, I want to have conversations with the men that disagree with my statement because this is how the world goes around. Plus, there can be lessons to learn. Now, I what I tend to do with a lot of conversations is I like to pin comments that are negative that they talk shit about me. The reason that I do is because I want people to see it. I want people to like it, and I want them to also have a conversation with me. So let me give a demonstration of somebody that commented. This person said, "You don't know what the hell you talking about, you little clown. If a woman crazy, but if a woman has respect for her man, she wouldn't be dressing like that. That is very immodest, and the boy that's with her lacks moral judgment." Already by saying this, even calling somebody a little clown for making a statement, a true statement, by the way, that's insane. I mean, I see you. You feel a little brave behind the camera. That's cool. That's awesome. Do you? He also said if a woman has respect for her man, she wouldn't be dressing like that. That's bullshit. When women want to dress how they dress, and if they want to dress sexy for you, even if other men are going to see it, it does not matter. That is not disrespectful. And especially if you're in a relationship and she's asking for your permission, then is it disrespectful? No, it's not. Also, he said the boy that's with her lacks moral judgment. Now I told him, because I pinned it. I said, go ahead and let us know from your experience and what respect looks like from a woman. And while you're at it, let us know why he lacks moral judgment. Because this is the thing, y'all. Any guy who says it's disrespectful or that talks about these morals and everything, now why don't see this is what I want for those that disagree. I'm gonna put you on a stage so you can speak and you can put your opinion and your feelings out on the floor because it is not disrespectful. Most people who thinks it's disrespectful genuinely does not have experience. And if they don't and if they have experience, their experience comes from this one girl didn't want me as much as I wanted her, some shit like that. Or she just like this and she ended up doing something cheating, or she didn't like me, she broke up with me. A lot of their comments comes from such a negative place and experience or no experience. Because I guarantee you, men with experience, men who is having experience, multiple women, great relationships and experience with women, can tell you it does not matter how she dresses. Point blank, period. And lacks moral judgment. I'm not too much into religion nor into the Bible and things like that. However, there is something close to what I say. I'm not trying to butcher it with no disrespect at all. But there is a thing that I know of man's leadership. And if she asks willingly and he says yes, she is doing it by the command of his word and his grace. And even if she dresses the way she dresses, this is no indicator of any disrespect. We do not have a restriction on a woman's life, bro. You know, women will willingly give out the plate. They will willingly give it out. They will willingly ask, do as you say. But that is because she knows that the man is not judgmental. That doesn't mean that you can't have precautions. That doesn't mean you can't have your own rules. That doesn't mean you don't have your own restrictions. What it means is you come as you are, and as we get to know one another, you will follow my lead because you choose to follow it. And there was a quote that I said because I was talking about rap the other day because I rap for those who don't know. But I know I said something like I know what it's like to influence people by the actions of my words. And people genuinely follow. If people choose to follow you as a leader, that's one thing. But the thing that you also have with leadership is that you get to choose how it's going to be led. So where is all the judgment and negativity coming from these people, man? That's all I gotta say. Now let me look and scroll up these things real quick. Lady says, your title is very true. Men are insecure, but a woman should have class. Nothing wrong with being and feeling sexy. True, I love women class. Shout out to the ladies with class, you know. Love that. Shout out to the special shout out to all the lawyers, all the nurses, all the doctors, all the, librarians, all the flight attendants. I just you just got something special about yourself, you know? Ladies also says, you met me dressed in this way, why change me? Exactly. Things too. Women will change even when they get with you. Ah man. See, that's the thing that gets me. You meet a woman sexy and you don't want her to dress sexy no more. It makes no sense. Cause even down the line into the conversation and everything that you're having with her, or the relationship, the light starts dimming, the desire starts dimming because she wants, and it's not only just what she wants, it's also what you should want too. Because this is why they don't people in relationships cannot feel as desired anymore because you guys started in this setting, or she looking good, you're looking good, and you guys enjoy yourselves. It was the sex was crazy, whatever. And then down the line, it don't happen no more. You wonder why you're less desirable to each other because look at how you started. Look at what like things how things were. Yeah, I've helped many relationships to build desire back into each other's relationships, into seeing the desire back into them by simple instructions of how did you start? Give me this story. Tell me about it. Tell them to do it, to role play, whatever. Shit work like a charm, bro. But that's how you know. It's always how you start, it's how you finish. Jazzy also says, how is it rude or disrespectful? I mean, she spoke to her man. Exactly. Great to see you, by the way, ladies. You know. Excuse me, ladies. Also says men don't like his women to show off his good. But no matter what she wears, it's all about how she treats you. But I've had men who told me to change and men who loved me looking sexy on his arm. Yeah, see, I enjoy that. Um Jazelle says, do find it rude or disrespectful because they like knowledge in themselves and abilities to provide guidance. Exactly. Shout out to the bank managers. Shout out to the bank managers. I didn't mean to leave you out the list, you know. Anyways, let's keep on addressing these things because this is where the roots of insecurity genuinely come from. Um, it's from self. Most of it is a negative projection. Plus, I don't think a lot of men under know what it's like for women to want to dress up for them. Um, in a desirable way, in a way where she wants to, like, I want to dress sexy for you. Like, I want you to desire me. I want you to see me. The lingerie, the everything. I'm not saying look like, wear lingerie outside of the the house for everybody's eyes and shit. But also, I th- I think what it is too, a lot of women want to be desired, and a lot of men are scared of her looking desirable because they can get they bitch took, and the bitch get took. Shit wasn't yours. Women ain't even ours, anyways. Shout out to customer service representative. Shout out to the customer service representatives. You know, once I'm turned off and I lose this done, I can't get the spark. I feel disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the customer representatives. Shout out to the who am I? Shout out to the cashiers too. You guys make the experience so enjoyable. Not only of how welcoming you are, but they have great smiles. Shout out to the cashiers. Shout who else am I missing on my list? I think it'll come. Shout out to the skydiving instructors. You ladies are you guys know you guys have a thrill to you. Shout out to the fast food workers. You know, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the ladies. You know, shout out to ladies in all occupations, but specifically the flight attendants, the nurses, the doctors, the librarians, the lawyers. What's them other ladies? The ones that deal with pets. Fuck. What is it called? God damn, I forgot what it's called. If y'all know it, a vet, yeah, veterinary, veteran, veterinarians. Shout out to them too. Shout out to the ladies who help the elderly. You know, and work at places like that. Then these women out here, they really be doing shit. You know, all that. Shout out to the teachers. How could I miss y'all? Oh, I love teachers. You know what's crazy? I've been with many teachers before, like dead ass, and I don't even know they're teachers until they tell me they're teachers. And I'm like, I definitely got like some type of type. But I enjoy women who deal with real life though. Like I like women who deal with real life and not like too much into the media. Which I mean, I'm in the media a lot, but just I like when they know they have a sense of knowing of reality and care. I think that's amazing. Home health work, all them. Shout out to the ladies that are authors. Okay, y'all, we're gonna keep going. Let's shout out to the nail techs. I'm done. Let's get back into it, y'all. You guys have distracted me from my love of certain occupations. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Shout out to all them. Cause I'm gonna get lost into the shit, no cap. Okay. Now, this guy says named Found Ernest. He told me you gotta sign up month to month lease, ladies. Facts for real though, you know. Um, okay, so Found Ernest says he should have more respect for his woman than to let her go out that go than to let her go out like that. And mind you, most of these comments that are against with what I'm saying have most of the likes. I only think one person in here that probably agreed with me, and that was Soren, basically. But everybody else has hella likes and they're all against what I'm saying, which is good. It needs that. But at the same time, this shows what rules the fucking society is these losers. So he says he should have more respect for his woman than to let her go like that. And I said, you don't agree with what the woman is dressing like? He said, for other men to see, no. For other men to see. When, listen, in relationships, I get it. Maybe when she's your wife, I guess. But even for myself, in the perspective what I bring, to me, I don't even think I don't. I would feel weird to feel like possessive. I don't know this type of energy. I don't agree with when it talks about for other men to see. No, I don't. What is that even? Is that I don't even know what a word for is. Like I'm trying to create it, but the thing is like when I hear it for other men to see, it just sounds like you're mad insecure. Men are going to see your woman whether you like it or not, bro. Women like shopping. Oh, but my woman likes to stay inside. All right, she got to go somewhere. So what we doing? What we talking about? How are we moving? For other men to see, for women to dress a certain way, bro. I've approached women in sweats. I've approached women that didn't look sexy, quote unquote, and I still talk to them, bro. And even the ones who can dress like bummy and dress down, they still want to feel desire, bro. Their extension of desire doesn't necessarily have to be their wardrobe. It can be how they want to be felt in a moment when they're having a conversation with somebody. Regardless, men will see your woman. There's something I say often is become a exhibitionist. Let people see it. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Not in that sense, but you get what I'm saying. Let me look at this real quick. I got a question. Is he off topic? After you, go ahead, ladies. What do I do for a living? For a living, I I speak for a living. I speak. I connect two different worlds to create contracts and to create agreements that involve an abundant amount of money. That's what I do for a living. Besides this, because I've actually been doing very well with what I'm doing, so I'm grateful for that. So that's what I do, if that's what you mean. Besides being a messenger, a coach, an explorer of life, a breather, a human. I also do that too for a living. Yeah, I breathe for a living. LMAO. Jassiel says that's trying to control her is cringy, some shit like that. Yeah. Buckley also says, let's say how it is. Women like to be seen. If you can't take it, take yourself out the game. That's it. Women do like to be seen, bruh. Listen, and to an extent, I do myself, but that's because I'm a performer recording artist as well when I do this too. And I have to be seen. So I enjoy to learn to like it. And not in a not in a way of vain, but in a way that I'm my own billboard, because I've expressed this many times to men. Understand that you are your own billboard. Understand that. But even when we come into women, women genuinely do like to be seen. A lot of women don't may not even feel as desirable to themselves, so they will probably want to take themselves outside so they can look sexy, so somebody can holler at their ass. And if you can't understand how that part is and how that operates, just like he said, get the fuck out the game. Get the fuck out this shit. Women genuinely like that. Thank you, Jazzy. Women genuinely like that, and that's just what it is. So that's all I gotta say to that. It's nothing else more to it. That's all I'm saying. Now, I told him, how would you prefer women to dress? Hold on. What he tell me though? What he tell me? He said something to me. Yo, this shit is booming, bro. Like, mad people was talking to me crazy and this shit. I love it though. 7 replies. This is insane. I said, how would you prefer your woman to dress? He said, personally, I thought it was a bit much. If dating, I could understand it, but my wife and I love and honor each other too much to share that amount of cleavage with the lustful eyes of other men. I also wouldn't want anyone to sin on account of her perceived immodesty. Now, he does have a wife, he said this, you know, and he said they love each other enough to honor, to share that much cleavage with lustful eyes of other men. And I told him, I said, I hear you, but either way, men are going to have lustful eyes towards women, no matter what she wears. I need every guy to understand this shit. Anybody, men are gonna have lustful eyes for the woman, bro. And this is no disrespect to shout out to all the ladies out there, but there's women who there's women who sleep all day in the motherfucking bed that don't take showers almost only once a week. Smell like Doritos. She doesn't work out. She don't have no hobbies outside of life. But somebody is lusting after her. Somebody will still see that pussy and be like, I'm trying to fuck that. Let's get raw with this shit. For real though. It doesn't matter. I appreciate with him being honest and being very detailed in this conversation. Conversation like that, having people have their own sacred union. But I also want him to understand that people will see and will lust and will sexualize your woman no matter what. And let's go to the other side. You, as a man, will be too. Let me ask, have you guys ever been lusted by women? Ever been talked to like you're a piece of meat? I'm talking about they all talking to you like this together. They want to pass you around. They want to pass you around. When you're on the other side of the fence and you experience women having conversations like this in front of you, treating you like you're just a piece of dick and balls, which we are, But when they're just really treating you like that, it's a completely different bag, bro. And you're like, I understand women. I remember this happened to me one time a while ago. I think it was one of the first times. This girl like just looked at me, said, I look good. She grabbed my dick. And I was like, what we doing? I moved her hand. What? But and then more started happening, not for her particularly, but just being lusted and being craved and desired by women. I came into the thing. I said, wait, I know how women feel now. I know it. I understand this thing. I get why they feel like this or whatever. But now comes the thing that it doesn't matter. Men will be perceived with lustful eyes as well. I actually like that. Lustful eyes. I might have to make that a comic thing. Hold on. Let me write that shit down. Lustful eyes. I fuck with that. Lustful eyes. We're gonna be doing. Let me look at these comments really quickly. Jazzy says, "Where you post that TikTok? How do you mean on my TikTok?" Um, Buckley also says, "Iron sharpens iron, and birds of a feather flock together. I'm comfortable being around sexy women because I'm sexy. It only makes sense." Why you? I need to say you a couple of dollars. See, that's my language. That's my language. I love shit like that, bro, because that's the truth. People talk about money attracts money, lovers attract lovers, sexy attracts sexy, sex appeal attracts sex appeal. I cannot be around ugly. That doesn't even have to mean physically, but ugly. Listen, come on now. Ladies also says because she's paying the bills and they're using her for sleeping with others for sure. Sometimes women will pass you to their friends as a man. Oh my God, tell me about it. I've had some. That's gonna be another time for another time, you know. But I've had something like that, you know. Or they were relationships and they were passing me together with them, and then threesomes as well. Um, but yeah, shout out to the ladies that pass around to friends. I love that, and also shout out to the jealous ones. But y'all need to stop being so jealous and share the wealth, baby. Listen, you had your time. Jesus Christ, where's the freedom at? Jazzy House says like a girlfriend that has a bad breakup and might pass you to the friend to make her feel better for the night. The comments you're reading. Oh, this is on YouTube. This is on YouTube. This is the one I put the one that you commented on actually. It's called This is a great example of how men should be with women who dress sexy. So and when I told him that about the lustful eyes towards women, he says that's true. Sinners gonna sin, but women objectifying themselves definitely doesn't help. Man, it's talking to a brick wall. All right, so this guy named Ham. By the way, gentlemen, please, for the love of God, put profile pictures. All right, jeez, this dude's profile picture is a piece of ham. Crazy. Anyways, I told him there's plenty more fish out to sea when he said this woman needs to be cloned. He said this is endangered species. I told him there's plenty of women like her. He was just referring because of the way she was being respectful. Bro, there's many women that'll be respectful. She's just gonna she will be respectful to the guy. But if you're not him, fuck you, basically. This guy said in Arabic, this is called a dayuth. I don't mean to butcher that, by the way. And it means a dude that is okay with men leering at his woman's body. If that's what that is, then I'm that. Then I guess I'm a youth, a die youth. I guess I'm a. I guess, and it's not that I try, but women are gonna dress how they dress. Why would I give a fuck about that? Yeah, Jazz, you said I think that is great that she wants to follow your leadership and guidance. Yeah, and what some people saying her there. I said the best relationships out of freedom. This guy named Jason Bourne says it's not insecure to let her reveal her body and get attention, especially if you're not there. And I told him back, I said she's going to get attention regardless. She could wear sweatpants, she will get hollered at. I don't think it's an insecure to tell her to dress differently, but it's insecure when you're afraid of her looking good and someone may talk to her. And he says, but her sexuality is for you. First of all, her sexuality is her sexuality. She devotes that to me, she does that. But honestly, women are still gonna have their own sexuality. Restricting shit causes bitches to be sneaky. Just be fucking honest. And he said her her sexuality is for you, but her showing herself is cheating because a woman's body is sexual. Women want attention like men want sex. He's right there. So she will get bored and leave with more and more attention. It's an L all around. Jesus fucking Christ. The mindset of these motherfuckers, man. I told him I disagree. Her sexuality is hers until she willingly submits it to me. And even then, her sexuality will still be hers. What am I gonna be, the throne of her sexuality? I will, if women devote themselves and have and will, it's not their sexuality they're submitting. It's them that they're submitting to me willingly, not their sexuality. You see, his focus is on her being sexual, her sexuality, her body. His focus is not on her life devoting to your life. That's, you see the perspective in this, and you know it's interesting so much how people think is really reflected in their comments and how they talk about things, because he's only talking about one side of the shit, sexuality only. The whole time it's not the sexuality. You're just focused and insecure about that part. That's why that's the main focus point. It's the life that she devotes to you, not the sexuality. That's easy. Jazzy also says people mindsets need to be that you are the ultimate prize and you need to do something for themselves. I agree. And I said, because he said women want attention like men. That's, I believe, like men want sex. I believe it. Women love attention. Yeah, women do love attention. Never get that shit misconstrued ever. I don't give a fuck. Women want it, and men want sex. Yeah, easy men want sex easily. So she will get bored and leave with more and more attention. I said if she gets bored and leaves you, then she never loved you in the first place. How you start is how you finish, bro. If a woman gets bored and she's trying to seek attention, there's something that you're not doing. Firstly, women will definitely do what the fuck they want to do, and that's on them. But in relationships, if she just got with you or she's bored, then she was bored with you in the beginning already. She didn't like shit already. Shit was already fucking boring. That's why this shit is happening. Come on, man. We gotta be honest about this. All right, let's do some more. Let's do a couple more comments, and then I'm gonna go and get up out of here because I do have another live in like 11 hours. So we'll do that. But I think this will be, yeah. I think this is gonna. I think that was actually it. Wait, is it her choice? Excuse me. My apologies. I'm just looking through this, making sure. This dude keeps messaging me. Yeah, this man keeps messaging the same things. Anyways, I think actually I'm just probably gonna have to cut it there. Regardless, Jazzy also says I can always be seen and never heard if I fully submit to a man. Exactly. It plays on both sides, but just a little bit about this conversation. Um, that's gonna be my statement on that. You know, I still stand on what I say. And in the future, we'll be doing open debate. So those can come through, those can have a debate, they can talk about it. We can get to the conversation, to the root of these convos, and speak on what needs to be spoken on and discuss, because I stand on what I said, and this is just the truth. And if you don't like it, then there's some part of yourself that you're denying. And if you're not denying it, then you're living the denial of it. Real shit. But my name is All Star Izzy. I'm grateful for this conversation. We went off for like what, 113? That's straight. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't think I was gonna be on for too long. I thought I was gonna be on for like an hour, to be honest. But I'm enjoying this right now. I appreciate this. I do have another live later, basically later today at 12 in the afternoon. How to be the most confident man in the universe. Fuck a world, fuck a area, fuck a community. The most confident man in the universe. We will be discussing that later this afternoon. My name is All Star Izzy. Thank you guys for everything. And also, Buckley, going forward, I will be putting my Cash App up because that is important. I keep forgetting about that. I just don't be thinking about it when I do it. But I also should do it because I see that a lot of other people do it. And plus, I was told to do it. So now I just realized I forgot it. It'd be like that though. But again, let's get some stars in this motherfucking chat. And if we have any questions, go ahead and ask. Your boy is here. So let me know what's up. What's going on with everybody? Put some stars in this thing. We did this. It's your boy All Star Izzy. I'm grateful I did this shit. This shit made me feel good as fuck to take a move stand. You gotta take a new stand and do something different, y'all. Every single time. But let's get these stars going, man. Let's get these stars. Shout out to yeah. Let me do my call. I want to say towards the end, shout out to Jazzy, shout out to Ephraim, shout out to the lady, shout out to Buckley, shout out to Are You Locked In, shout out to Dark Willow, shout out to dang, there was other people in the beginning. Janubi, I think I seen you in there too. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys again. My name is All Star Izzy. We will be going live later in the afternoon. Remember, to shine within is to shine without, and also remember this too. Become the most confident man in the universe. We will be discussing that. Okay. And always stand 10 toes on everything that you say, and always be open for other people to debate you if you're wrong. Have a good one. Tune into the new conversations. Hit that like button if you have not. Share this the fuck out. We're heading to different atmospheres. Thank you guys for taking time out. Until next time, we out this bitch. Peace.